then, I think where we left off at the end of last session was you guys were heading down to the Rowdy Rockfish. Some of you to get a room for the night, and the others were staying out by the Stone Ring Pond, and that's where we closed it. So, unless anybody has an issue with it, I'll fast forward to the morning of the next day. And the folks that are at the Stone Ring, you wake up after a restful night under the stars. The folks at the Rockfish, you wake up in your rooms. Day has begun. What would you like to do?
Well, we were hired to check out that lighthouse, yes?
Agathias is going to get up early for sunrise and do a painting of the village from like up here.
Nice.
Cool.
And I'm gonna do a lap of the outside of the town, memorizing where the lanterns are on my little dog in the early hours in the morning.
What would painting be? Would that be performance or crafting?
Crafting, most likely.
Seems artisanal, doesn't it?
Yeah. Maybe just
I
for
suppose
fun,
it could be a lore.
Agathios, give me a crafting check just to determine how good the painting you make is.
Okay.
It's 16. Painting of Otari. C16. So I'm actually giving you a painting in your inventory with the quality you rolled on it. So you have
Marvelous.
that now. Cool. So you do that. I think for Dusty, you are able to get mostly complete inventory of lanterns. The only other thing that would really stick out to you, Dusty, as you ride around town on your little corgi, is right on the west side of the river. There's kind of a big ruined building. It looks like it got burnt down. It is right here. So it's on Wisp Street, just south of Snitch Street. It is a very large lot that fairly recently burned to the ground. It's just rubble that doesn't look like it's been cleared yet. Other than that, go ahead.
Was I able to steal some lanterns?
Oh, I thought you were marking down where they were. You're trying to steal them?
Yeah. No. I was marking down where they were, but you said you got like an infantry of lanterns. I was like, what?
Inventory. Like when you inventory something, like write down.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I did not mean you got it in your inventory.
I was like, what? How? I was like, oh, this is sweet. Yeah, free lantern.
How are you carrying them anyway? Like,
Yeah.
The encumbrance of a pixie, anyway.
They'd be
The funny
bigger than
thing
you
is,
are.
Can you
The-
even carry your money?
The funny thing is, the encumbrance of me is actually 4. I can carry a maximum 9, so it's by the sheer will of the magic I can carry.
I feel like
more
you're
than
just
my
putting
weight.
it on your corgi.
You
Yeah.
got
Yeah,
you got
well,
hammer space or something.
I've got 2 saddlebags on my corgi to carry stuff. I was gonna more consider that my corgi carries my stuff for me.
That's fair.
What is your strength? -1. So I guess, despite it being a -1, I guess you're somehow far stronger than you look like you should be given your size.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Does anyone...
Brian will get up with his family, so he'll be up very early and eat breakfast and then head over to the Rowdy Rockfish.
Okay. I'm going to assume at some point you all meet back up at the Rockfish as you all finish your morning activities.
I'll run back to
Yeah.
my noticing that it's now getting a bit of sun in the air and people starting to move out in the streets, and I'm getting a bit nervous. I run back to my hair, and
You run back to my hair.
yeah, and tell Agarthios
That's
that
his room.
it looks
Yeah.
like the others are awake in the sun together.
Dinkarak is trying to climb out of the tavern window. He accidentally spilled his chalice, and because it's automatically refilling, it's made a mess in his room, and he doesn't want to take responsibility for it. Unfortunately, if
Okay.
you got that list, men aren't very stealthy, especially 9-foot tall ones.
Yeah.
There's like posters of bands.
So
on
I think
the back of
just some more information. Bronwyn and Ninkarak, you would both know this. I think Agathios and who else slept out there? It was just Agathios and Dusty, right? Or
Yeah.
as you guys make your way back into town, and the others, you would have also noticed this yesterday evening as you came in. There are flyers all over basically every business in town, including in the inn, indicating that the Founders Day Festival for Atari is going to be starting this coming weekend. So not today, but tomorrow. And as the sun comes up, the market in the center of town is starting to get kind of broken down a little bit to prepare for the festival that will start tomorrow. It looks like it is a celebration of the founding of the city, and there are many events advertised on it.
When's this?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. So you've kind of
So
got
the 8th, the Saturday.
Yes.
It's basically a weekend thing.
Yeah, so it'll be taking place. Basically, there's going to be lots of events all day Saturday, all over town and just outside of town. And then on Sunday is going to be a there's going to be a play put on. There's also going to be a speech by the mayor for commemorating the day.
Sorry,
so
for roleplay reasoning, it's Star Day. Sorry, so Moon Day, Toil Day, Well Day, Oath Day, Fire Day, Star Day, Sunday. Star Day.
For reasons of me being me, I'm never going to remember the names of the days of the week.
If you mouse over the calendar, it tells you.
I'm sure it does, but it doesn't work with me. I have this inbuilt mental block against weird naming conventions for that sort of stuff. I don't know why. It just drives me nuts. But
I have
fine.
this inbuilt block of being difficult.
We know, Hypa. We know. Well aware. But so various things that are going to be happening that you can see on the posters. There are going to be log flume fights. There's going to be a chess competition. The library is going to be hosting bingo for children. The Morblants, I think, Bronwyn, you would care about this a little bit. They are soft opening the coffee shop room of their bookstore. The local brewer, Magaloy, is going to be offering free tastings of various concoctions that she's testing out. And then there are also going to be some physical competitions. There's going to be a caber toss, an archery competition, an obstacle course, wrestling and boxing matches, a riddle contest, a tree chopping contest, a mushroom hunt, and turtle racing by the docks.
turtle racing.
Turtle racing. I'm gonna
Ooh.
pull on Agarthios's hair and then like speak into his mind and go, What is a bingo? Also, turtle race. I could race turtles so well.
I do like chopping trees.
Atheus is just going to scratch his head and ignore you.
I'll say, as you guys are having breakfast and puzzling over one of the flyers, I'll say one of you grabbed to look at while you're eating. The lady who actually runs the Rowdy Rockfish, dwarven woman who looks kind of sad, is serving you. And as you're all kind of looking at the pamphlet and talking about it and eating, she will come over and say, "Are you some of those adventurers that Rin's been trying to convince to come to town and investigate the lighthouse?"
We sure are. Dinkrok says with his mouth full of like loads of food, so he just sprays it fucking everywhere.
She'll look a little resignedly at the mess that is falling beneath your maw.
I'll wipe it off my chest.
I know, like it just sprayed along the floor. You just see my dog just.
Your dog is probably like at Dinkrok's feet because he just doesn't know how to eat politely or anything.
And seeing this, she'll just kind of raise her eyebrows and nod and go, well, that took care of itself. Well, if you do go out that way, my son Lazda went missing some time ago. He actually, well, I guess it's my tavern now, probably, but this was his tavern. I've taken it over since he disappeared. If you find him or find anything leading to him, please let me know. I'd be very grateful.
You not seen guards about this? The old cranky man seems like he would have liked to know about this.
I think you, Ninkarak, would know about this, and so would Brown, but for the rest of you, it's a small town. Like, news is pretty... Even if you're just
so this wasn't like super recent, like this was...
It's like a couple months ago.
Okay. Yeah.
So her son's been missing. He just disappeared one night. Nobody really knows anything. Like, the guards did investigate it as they could, but he basically was there one day and gone the next. The last thing... she'll note that the only thing anybody really knows is he was... Supposedly, a couple of people saw him walking out of town with a lantern. But after that, nobody has seen him since.
My ears like perk up at the sound of lantern.
Which way did he last go? Like, which direction was he heading? Sorry.
So the folks that saw him leaving town just saw him walking up the pathway out of the city, because there's really only one way out. Right?
Yeah,
like,
sure.
if you're in the town proper and you walk up and out, that's the way. And yeah, basically some folks saw him walking down Rosegard Road, the main street, up to the bridge and on, and then nobody's seen him since.
Oh, okay, shit.
So it's been a little bit of a local rumor for those who are from or near to this place. Just kind of like, what happened to Lazda?
Yeah. Brown will say, of course, if we find any word, we'll bring it back to you.
She'll smile and say, thank you. And I think, Rowan, you may have heard, but Tamili's been complaining of something happening up at the fishery. So if you guys have... I'm assuming you're heading out to the Fog Fen and the lighthouse. Rin's been pretty vocal about that for quite some time, but if you find yourselves interested in not dealing with that horrible marsh or those stupid ruins, I think Tamili's looking for somebody to solve something for them. So if you are looking for anything to do, she's asked me to tell everybody coming into town to visit the fishery. So if you want to, there you go. Do you guys need anything else to eat or anything else to drink right now?
We need something to go. And Dinkrok will, like, I don't know, however much meals cost here, I'm assuming like silver or something.
Yeah, probably meals. So I'm so used to not
You're right.
not caring about any of this in the prior game.
Well, everything was basically paid for because it was a tournament, so...
Yeah. So a square meal, which is like a full meal, is 3 copper.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
So she's like, I can throw some stuff in. I probably have some dry food I can give you guys if you want some. Let me go
Yep.
checking back. Are you wanting for everybody?
Yeah, he'll buy like what's equivalent to like one ration, I guess.
Okay, and then she'll look at Dusty and say, I don't, not to be rude, do you eat as much as, full-sized people?
Me make up for him.
Okay.
I like my food fresh.
She's
I'm
like,
just gonna say,
well,
like, I'm sitting on Argarthius' shoulder. I'm not hiding at the moment.
yeah.
Also, while having a nibble on something that Garthios has passed to me, I'm gonna sneeze and explode in a little dust pile.
Ooh.
That's
Ugh.
unhygienic. I shall say, well, all of our food's fresh. We get most of it delivered straight from the farms or the fishery, but I'll go get some meals for you that should travel at least for a day or two. And she'll head back into the kitchen. After a few minutes, she'll come back with some parcels wrapped. So I guess what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Apparently, a ration thing for a party is what do you call it? 4 silver pieces. So I'll take that from my loot.
Okay, yeah, you just want one. Just
Yeah,
add a
like one
ration.
thing.
Just increment the number up one because a ration actually feeds you the
7 times.
Yeah, the quantity knows 7, so just add 1 to your quantity.
Because so I got 3 rations on me now, which is enough to eat 21 times.
Yep.
So is everybody getting one, or is it just?
I think everyone.
Well, are you
Everyone
buying
got a
just like meals for the day, Ninkarak,
Yeah.
or so if you buy 1 ration, quote, that will feed
That'd be
everybody
enough.
for the day.
7. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. And the dog.
So
Yeah, because there's 7 of us if you include the dog, right? There's
That's perfect.
6 of us plus the dog. All right, so none of us add a ration then, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I'll add it, and then I'll just use that for when we eat.
Alright.
Cool.
before
So
we head out of town, Browan asks, should we stop by the fishery to talk to Temily to see what's going on there?
I do like fish. Incorrect will just like exit and then head off
Sure.
towards the fishery.
I'm just like I don't think anyone's actually heard me talk very much, so I'm like I end up saying yeah, water's pretty. Just like go quiet.
Yeah, I'm happy to head
You-
down to the fishery.
You guys can't actually see any of the icons on the map, can you?
Well, we
That
can
is
see
true.
the
I
fishery.
still see the spider for some reason. I think maybe I loaded in
Yeah, it's gone, man.
at an inopportune time.
I can't ping anymore. What the hell?
Try
that's
holding.
'cause-
Yeah, there you go.
No, because I was selected on the calendar. You can't do things when you're on the calendar.
Let me add some things here. So we've got the Rowdy Rockfish Tavern. What? Did I spell it right? I edit this. Can I make it maybe, I don't know, half that size? There we go. That's a little better. I'm just putting some, what the places are that you know about on the map. Let me update the defaults on text. 48's maybe a bit big, guys. Let me mark the fishery. Guess where the fishery is?
It's gonna be probably that.
on Fisher Street.
Who'da thunk, huh?
Too obvious. It's a mislead.
Oh wait, a minute. Well, can I crane over at the Dawnflower Street thing? Like, what am I looking at? Is that like a series of pagodas, or is it?
Give me just 1 second to finish labeling a few things, and I will look at that.
Maybe move
Browen
my token.
Lightfoot? Yeah, Lightfoot House.
Yeah.
Lightfoot House and Cafe. Did you come up? Is there a name for your guys' cafe?
Yeah, Golden Horizons.
Okay, let's call it that. Golden Horizons. And then I'm just gonna get one or two. Why did it do that? Okay, burnt out tavern. Oh, now I'm wishing I would have done this before, but whatever. Such is my life. And then
Imagine once things got explained to us that you kind of did this. This happened.
yeah, I'll slowly relabel everything. Because I also have icons that tell that on everything. Anyway, so Schneebels, what were you looking at? The
Oh, just
Dawnflower
the
Street?
that like are
Oh,
those structures or is that a
yes.
mosaic?
So
That's the library.
that
That's
is
the library.
Dawnflower Library / temple. It looks.
One of Ninkrak's favorite places.
So I'm gonna activate a different scene real quick. That's a slightly better view of Otari from the
Oh.
sea. So so you can see here like that Dawnflower Library. That's the big 3-dome structure off to the west. The Fishery is the middle of the screen. The Gauntlet is actually that lighthouse way set back in the hills. And the ramp leading down to the docks is the very end of where there's an aqueduct that they basically use to ship lumber in. And then eventually the aqueduct comes to that warehouse and shoots the processed logs down that into basically down into the harbor where boats can load them. So that's kind of the big things, and then there's the river that comes in through the city leading out. So just a different view of Otari that might be a little more useful.
The shoot looks fun.
Yeah. Okay, so we did that. So let me go back to Otari.
But the amount of splinters in there would be insane.
Oof.
It's not one fun ride, I can guarantee you.
Yeah. So here you can kind of see if you go to the west side of the map, just to kind of look at that from the top-down perspective, you can see the aqueduct leading down into town, and then there's a giant water wheel, kind of right at the top of that little lake thing, and then they move stuff from that into those warehouses, process it, send it down the way down to the harbor. So yeah. Any other questions about the town as long as we're talking about it?
Really?
Okay.
Has everyone done eating? Are we going?
Yeah, I think we're headed down to the fishery.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Ocean, 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 ocean.
Has he seen water before? Yeah, you traveled here on
Yeah.
water.
Traveled on water. I just like it.
Yeah. So as you guys come to the fishery, guess what it smells like?
Bacon.
Exactly.
Stinky fish.
Fresh fish, though. So it's the scent of a lot of fresh fish. And as you come through the main doors to the fishery, one of the first things you'll notice is the main room. Although there's definitely a counter for doing business, it's also set up kind of as a tavern in the main room, and there's plenty of tables. There's a lot of different board games spread out. Nobody's there right now, except for older redheaded woman with a peg leg who is looking over some ledgers at the counter. And she looks like this. And I think Brown and Ninkarak, you both know her. This is Tamily Tandervale, who runs the fishery in town. And as you all start coming through the door, she'll look up slightly surprised and then say, "Oh, hello. Oh, you must be... Oh, Ninkarak. Brown, did Rin finally take some buyers on her quest?"
We're adventurers now. And then he'll start waving his warhammer around in celebration.
He's like,
gonna
"Whoa,
press
whoa!
on
Don't hit any tables."
I'm gonna press on Garfiel's back and then say into his mind, "Was everyone in this town ugly?"
Whoa!
None of you can hear it, so it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Gathis isn't going to say anything or respond to you. He's just ignoring you.
So Ren has gotten us to asked us to look into the lighthouse, but we heard you're having problems and wanted to.
Is she ugly? Or is everybody ugly to the pixie?
Everyone's ugly compared to the pixie.
Okay.
Compared to the pixie.
He's
Jeez.
magically, he considers himself quite beautiful.
Aren't you like blue?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's a legend in his own mind.
Maybe that's why he loves the ocean so much. It's not a platonic sort of love.
Ew.
It's the reflection I see when I look into it.
On calm
narcissist.
mornings, there's nothing better than a smooth lake for me to find myself in.
Oh.
Anyway, she's like, "Okay, well, fantastic. I'm so glad, Ninkrok, that you found yet another way to use that hammer of yours. Okay, well, are you here on pleasure, business, or do you just want to buy some fish? How can I help you?"
We wanted to
The
hear more
innkeep
about.
pointed us your way.
Oh,
Yeah, we wanted to hear more about what's going on.
Oh, sure, yeah. Oh,
To the problems you're having.
I'm glad she sent you guys over. Yes, so downstairs where we have kind of we do some of the less savory processing. I'm sure for you visitors it smells great up here, but let me tell you, it's even worse down below. Some of those deeper fish are quite nasty. Anyway, something knocked a hole in the wall of the basement of the fishery, and I tried to get the guards to go check it out, and they won't. And I'm trying to get some masons in here to fix it, but also fish are going missing. So I'm assuming something is stealing stuff from through that hole. And honestly, she'll point down to her leg. I gave up. I gave up the fighting a while ago. And she'll just kind of stomp her peg leg on the ground a few times and say, "So I'm looking for somebody who's willing to go check it out. I can definitely pay you up front a little bit, and then let me know what's going on down there, and we can either negotiate what has to happen, or if you clear it out, I'll be grateful and figure out some way to make it worth your while."
So there's a hole in the basement?
Yep. Thought it was pretty good masonry, but turns out
Building's
something
right on the
knocked...
beach. Is it all underwater? I'm confused.
So the ground here, there's a little bit of beach, but it's all solid stone once you get a few feet down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the basement's in the stone part. We built the outer half out over the beach, but the top half of the basement is set into solid stone. Well, it was solid stone.
I was just going to talk into Garfiel's mind again and say, "Oh, they used to be an adventurer until they lost their knee. You should ask them how much money they're paying us."
Hurricanes. Interact was
So-
like staring lovingly at one of the fish that he suddenly feels hungry about again, and then decides, "Me have a look now."
Sure. Yeah. I can show you down if you want to go look at it right now. That's fine.
Rollins okay with that.
Like while we're here, we might as well.
Yeah, may as well.
Okay. Let me swap the maps and make sure I go to the right one. Boop, boop, doo. Let's see what the music doing. Yeah, see, that's the problem. There we go. Okay. Where'd you go, Tamil?
Get dark.
Yeah, I know, because you can't see anything yet.
I'm blind.
Oh,
miss
oh
having
my
some
god.
Deeds done in the darkness.
Star music.
Oh my god! I'm
Oh,
jumped scared by the
Jesus
face.
Christ.
People with red hair are unnatural. Oh, there.
She's an Attack on Titan character.
Sorry, I'm just getting everybody in here.
Um,
Okay, there we go.
Why is there 2 Dusties now?
Why not?
Are there 2 Dusties?
Yes.
Oh, well, let's get rid of one of
It's
them.
a Raphael situation.
He sleeps with
There we
himself,
go. So I guess Tamley will light a torch. Tamley doesn't have torches. Oh, she's an NPC. Ha. Okay. You got a torch? There you
Got a
go.
lantern.
There's your lantern.
I'm gonna like as we're coming downstairs because the dog's been following Agarthios everywhere because that's where I am. I'm just gonna like lean out the back of Agarthios's hair and say, "Mooney, stay up the stairs as we're coming down." I don't want
Okay.
Mooney to come.
Cool. Oh boy.
Then Crack will say, "Why you do that? What if we get hungry down here?"
Give me like 30
Wait,
seconds
wasn't
because
on
I
the
realized
stairs.
I'm missing something.
I'm also
You spawned me down at the bottom of the stairs. I can't get up. I get a token collider.
Can you move to the side or not?
Try
No.
moving up to the center and over.
where's. Well, I'm still holding on the back of Garfield's.
Flower.
Flower. Ah,
Always
let's
a merchant.
investigate.
Are we meant to be waiting or?
I assume we're fine in this room, but then Grim might be doing something because his curse hasn't moved.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like we might want to stay still for a bit. To have a look around. We see the hole.
A hole.
That is quite a hole.
Mm.
Grim must not have anything set up. Must be cookie.
I assume the wall died of natural causes. Nothing sus here.
And use my wall law skill.
Okay. Sorry, I was missing a book.
You're right. Oh, that is quite the hole too. Jesus.
Okay.
How's your character rotating?
I hit
Hold
control and then
control.
mouse wheel.
Okay, yeah. So as you guys come down here, the stairs kind of creak as you come down into the room. There are 4 massive stone pillars supporting the basement down here, and you can see it is a combination on the far wall of some places where it looks like there is processing of fish. There's also a couple of barrels of ale and some various supplies down here. And then there is a very massive hole in the east wall leading into darkness. There's a slight breeze wafting in from it.
Do I see footprints or anything like that that could have caused this, or?
This room is pretty clean. Like, aside from some damage to the wall, and it looks like one of the casks is broken and leaking. The room is actually kept pretty clean for a storeroom, and so no, there's no footprints or any other.
Could I use engineering law to see how this could have happened?
Sure.
Theoretically. I don't actually have it, but I have this, so I have every law.
So I'm gonna fly up out of Agarthius's hair, just a little bit above height, and then crack open a torch.
Skill.
Tiny little torch comes out of my backpack, but it just makes a massive light force and peers down in the.
Yeah. You want to roll your lore? You know what I
Is that
need?
-2 already?
DCs by level. There we go. So you like kind of looking at the wall here. It looks like the brick was so the walls down here. Well, this place you can see beyond it. There's natural stone. It looks like somebody actually kind of fancied up the walls and put bricks in place. And whoever or whatever broke the wall open, it looks like they literally just pushed or did enough damage to the wall from the other side to just knock the brickwork over. So the rubble at your feet is a combination of bricks and a little detritus of raw stone.
From the damage on the barrel, is it obvious what sort of thing broke into the barrel?
Not really. It's just been kind of. It looks like actually the spigot was torn out at the bottom, like or the bung was pulled out at the bottom. So sorry, not so much damage as somebody just literally opened the barrel.
I'm just like flickering in
out.
like a little bit of like a semicircle, like up, down, left, right, just flying like just
Now-
moving around.
Can you actually fly right now?
I can't, but I can. I have wings. So the way it works is I actually am born with wings, but I have to be on the ground. So I
You
like
can't fly, basically.
I can't fly up.
So the
I'm
answer
like,
is
I can
no.
fly-
So for context, because don't you eventually get an ancestry feat that you could use to fly?
Yes, I can fly
Okay.
naturally later, but I
Yeah,
can't
like
Okay.
fly.
people.
I can't fly off like out of walking this.
So
You're stuck
I'm-
within the 5-foot cube of the ground, is what you're
Yes, yeah,
I'm
I'm like flying. I can't fly like out of reach of
Yeah.
anyone. I'm in the same square because like
So for the purpose of mechanics, I'm treating you
so-
as walking
yes,
until
exactly.
you gain the ability to fly.
Yeah. So there is a feat I can take which
Yeah.
forces you not to be mean to me. So one of the things is because I'm so small, I have to spend an action to fly up to something to interact with it. So if I need to interact with something at hand height for a normal player, I would have to use 2 actions because I have to move up to it from where I am, then interact with it. And there's
Yeah.
a feat you can take that means that I just fly up to it naturally.
So right now you have none of that. That's just what I wanted to make sure.
Yeah. So
Just so
in
we're
theory-
on the same page. Right now, you're for flavor. I don't care, but for the purposes of anything actually mechanical, you're like
I'm
a foot
land.
tall, standing on the ground.
Well, I'd like to say for flavor's sake, I might be flying at like hip height or something, but like
But I mean,
but I'm still,
mechanically,
I'm
you're
mechanically, I'm
starting.
always in reach
Yeah.
of land.
Yeah.
I'm not up in the air. I'm at
Okay.
feet zero or
We
whatever.
gathered.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure that was all agreed upon because it came into my head a while ago. I wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can fly, but like I can't fly yet. So annoying.
Cool.
The way I interact with something at the same player height
It's
is by flying. It's how the character works.
Me and Croc's gonna light a torch.
I already lit one. I
Yeah,
already lit one.
I want one too. So
we have 3
Yeah.
torches going.
I can't see in the
What?
dark.
Who else
I-
has got a torch?
Browen lit one as soon as we came in.
Browan's got a lantern, actually.
Oh, fancy.
Browen, what kind of? I'm just double checking everybody's equipment.
Alright,
So you've got a rapier. Okay. Cool.
Back to what I was saying. So like as I was moving quickly, like just like in a little triangle, like flip around in a. I'm like over here. Let's go. Over here.
Rapier gang. Rose up.
Yeah, I've got a rapier. Kind of. It's just got a big piece of metal on the end.
I've got a very blunt rapier.
Very blunt, very heavy, unwieldy rapier.
Yeah. It moves way
Like a
slower, but
custom
don't worry
drum
about it. So as you guys come into this room, there's kind of some natural. You're progressing into a natural cave, and it looks like it has
Nice.
been tunneled out a little bit to
There's
get
a lot-
to the
I'm getting a-
walls.
I'm getting a lot of collide errors, especially here. There's a wall there you can't progress through.
I think it's too sheer.
Oh, interesting. I see what they did. They're forcing you to stop until I let you go through. That's nice. For me. And the reason it's forcing you to stop for a minute is as you guys come down this tunnel that slopes downwards, you find yourselves above a 10-foot cliff dropping into a space below with some mushrooms growing on the far side of this area and a pathway leading, or a tunnel leading out to the north.
I'm gonna. Sorry, I was gonna chuck my torch down there. It's not. It's obviously only like 10 feet deep, but I'd like to see if anything reacts to it.
No, nothing reacts.
Climb down.
Okay. Do I want to make a DC check for? No, I don't want to make a check for this.
not for 10 feet.
It looks kind of terraced and easily climbable, doesn't it?
This is one of those. Sorry, some
Well,
of
it's up to
you.
you. I'll do it if you want me to.
Some of you may vaguely remember this because we've done part of this content like 2.5 years ago. But if
Yeah.
you don't remember it, don't worry. Pretty sure at least one person here knows what this is, but that's okay. This
Rev his torch
is
back up again.
yeah. Sorry, some parts of this are designed to introduce certain concepts because this is actually part of the beginner's box. But
I'm just gonna let Dusty head off and trigger the bullet fight by himself. That'll be good.
I'm just stopping at this thing and looking in and noticing webs with the light shining through.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast ghost sound and see if I can agitate something in the room by making a high pitched screaming.
Okay, so
Jesus.
to describe the room for those who are seeing it now, you're coming in, you're kind of going down a tunnel deeper underground into a room that from the light of your torches you can see webbing all over this place. There are faint patches of blue fungus here and there, just enough that would illuminate the webbing without torchlight, but not anything more than that. The webbing, you're all pretty sure without having to do any checks, will definitely slow you down if you get into it. It will count as difficult terrain. So then you want to cast whatever it is you wanted to cast. Did you put it in the chat?
Ghost sound. Yeah, I did.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I have difficulty of it. An illusory, blah, 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 so it's going to make a 30-foot.
I can cast it at 30 feet away from us, making is like ah! like someone like 4 people screaming.
Okay.
My God.
Also, I'm not even going to tell anyone that I'm doing this, so they have no idea. There's this screaming.
What is that nightmarish racket?
Blah! What in the fuck, guys? Really? No? What happened?
Hmm?
Are we being
You
paid for this?
am I getting paid for this?
No, are we being paid for this?
Yeah,
Wait.
she said she'll pay it.
Yeah, you kind of
Alright,
breezed
man.
past that. Everybody's like, "Let's go downstairs." It's like, okay, let's do it.
I mean, we went through a storage room, so we're already clearing it out if we're playing by Baldur's Gate rules.
What do we charge for a basement extension?
It depends on.
Depends.
That's
Depends
really
on what we
what's
actually
happening
find.
here, isn't it?
So after
My
you
trouble is more
cast
pays.
that sound, who's where? Okay. Site for things. I'll say Ninkarak and Dusty, give me a perception check.
The easiest way to roll. Just roll by initiative. What's the easiest way of perception?
Perception. It's above your initiative.
Oh yeah, there.
You both notice the faintest vibration in the webbing.
You feel something. It's just gonna walk forward.
I'm gonna follow behind. And
And if no one stops him, he's going to chuck his torch at the web.
Yeah, it was web catch. Oh, fuck this
Okay.
room.
by the way, I'm a tiny creature, so I don't. There is no. You guys can just walk over me. It doesn't affect you being in my square.
We go. Did the web react much to the torch?
I'm thinking for a second. I think the torch burns out an area of the webbing, and I'm going to put a little template on the map. Where did you throw the torch? Just ping wherever you threw it.
Oh, sorry, just like near me.
So just
It's not
kind of
letting
like
me ping though. Can you see where my cursor is? Because I can't ping for some.
hold
hang
on.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, weird. Okay, so right there. Okay,
I'm just
cool.
burning the nearby web.
I want to say it takes out kind of that area of webbing. So it burns a good chunk of it. So that area, I'm just going to leave that up just in case it matters. So yeah, your torch kind of burns through that, falls to the ground. That webbing sizzles away, and then you're left with kind of the rest of the webbing you can see in the room.
I'm gonna like bounce up and
Grab the
down
torch again.
excitedly. I'm like, it melts. Do you reckon acid would burn it?
Mm.
You know what? I approve of this initiative. And
Burn the lot.
I start spamming produce flame
I'm
Nice.
I'm also gonna throw an
at all the
acid.
web in eyesight.
I'm gonna throw an acid clump into there. It also does splash damage, just right in the middle.
Starting with the closest.
Cast your fire then. As well. I'm throwing an acid clump. You're gonna produce a flame. Let's see what Grim says about that. Throwing fire and acid directly into the webbing.
Yeah,
Where
Is
you-
acid flammable?
Webs are generally flammable. Yeah. They
That
have
is
to be like
acid.
I don't know what acid would do to it. I was just wondering if it might melt it, but anyway.
Okay,
What's
sorry.
acid plant?
So let me go backwards here. So we've got an acid splash.
I'm aiming like directly in the middle, at 30 feet from my character.
So
At
I
a big
think
clump of web.
with it being a creature target, the acid splash is after the first time you whip it out there. It doesn't look like it actually hits enough of the web to make a difference. Like you'd be here all day, um, whipping little globs of acid to try and take stuff out. Because it targets creatures, it doesn't target areas. Produce flame.
Except for the splash. The splash does an area. But it's only like one splash acid damage. It's not much.
I think I'm gonna go with. Okay, well, we'll get rid of. Can you let me? Can you let me put a template down? It does splash damage. That's kind of. We'll do it that way. You'll splash that area and get rid of that. Dalen, you were throwing
Yeah.
fire. Where were you throwing the fire at?
I figured I'd just start with the web that's closest, try and do a thorough job of it as we go through.
Okay. Do. So like this area?
Yeah, why not?
Sure. There you go. You burn out that area. So you guys have annihilated the webbing in those areas that are now highlighted.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to scooch past the Guthios. There we go.
I'm gonna fly up
God
to.
damn it.
Sorry.
Mm-mm. Sorry, I'm yelling at myself.
Oh. Don't do that.
I'm gonna fly up to an area where the web is still like it's slightly singed and it's kind of waving in the air. I'm gonna pull on it.
It is
Relatively
sticky webbing.
gets
You're
trapped and
stuck
we
in
leave him
it.
there forever.
So Bronwyn's gonna try and look around and see if he can spot like anything obvious of the spider that or spiders that might have generated this mess.
Give me a perception check.
As soon as I find it, there it is. There's no active encounter.
That's initiative.
That's initiative.
Above. Go one above. You have perception above.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I know. I had the same problem because I used to cast it differently than how I did.
So there is a figure, a rather large figure, of a in the darkness, kind of up in the very top of the webbing, kind of over here. You can just kind of make it out through thick webbing that there is something there. It is not moving.
So I'm gonna call out to the group. Hey, I think the spider's over there.
Dinktrak's gonna yell at it with a. Can he attempt to demoralize it?
To demoralize. Sure. Demoralize just checks against the which save? Will?
Don't you
think
need
so, yeah.
intimidating glare to cover the language barrier?
Oh, I think it's just a penalty though, isn't it? Like if you don't speak
Oh
the same
yeah,
language.
you're right. Yeah, it's
You're literally just yelling at it.
Yeah, I don't speak spider, so he's just
Like
gonna yell at
a
it.
guttural growl.
Yeah.
I don't think spiders have language. So yeah, roll an intimidation check against the will. So that's
God damn.
that's a 21, right?
Spiders totally have a language. They
Yep.
speak spood.
And it's
Yeah.
Dinkrak speaks angry
yeah,
lizard
it's
man.
been a while. The DC is 10 plus the modifier, right?
That'd be
Sounds-
-4, I guess, but
This sounds about right.
That sounds right. I just want to make it make sure, because of course I've forgotten everything about Pathfinder. Oh, it's plus 10. Okay. So cool. You shout at it.
I'm scared.
That's obnoxious. That is super obnoxious. The token's hidden, but the effect on the token's not hidden. God damn it.
Is it really hidden when Braun has kind of noticed it?
Yeah.
Well, concealed. Yeah, there
Bro,
we
it's
go.
the screen.
It is concealed by the webbing, but it is not hidden. It was hidden, but it is not concealed. So yes, the spider kind of like, as best you can tell, just kind of like curls in a little bit, like spiders do when they get
Yeah,
defensive.
his little 4 feet hanging out the front of his little burrow he's got in.
So it's difficult terrain, right? If I like charge through that last bit of webbing.
Yes, if you were gonna do that, that would be difficult terrain.
Can
I
they
don't-
burn out the web
But
under
if
it?
you're gonna
Yeah,
charge
with
through, I'm
another
just gonna have
throw?
everybody roll initiative.
Because it's not fighting us right now, but I mean, I don't really see a peaceful resolution to a giant spider living here, so.
yeah,
Yeah.
like it's just going to come back and destroy everything
Yes.
inside. We kind of have to either evict it. I don't think it's going to evict.
I'm going to serve its
peacefully.
eviction notice. Incorrect charges at it.
Balin is diametrically opposed to the continued existence of giant spider.
Oh, they're really cute. I'm like fly left and right. Like the spiders, they're cute. They live in forests.
Nope.
Okay, well, if you guys want to go after the spider, go ahead and roll initiative. Because nobody's surprised at this point.
Oh, the spider rolled really low.
I've got a fucking crit.
Okay, so if you guys want to engage, let's do this. Ninkarak, you are up first.
Sweet.
You might have to do, because it's concealed. You might have to do flat check. Oh shit! I got to do a flat check. Sorry guys. Before we start, I succeed. Yes. I get a temporary spell slot for 1 minute.
Isn't this for a non-trivial encounter though, isn't it?
It's anytime I roll initiative, my Wellspring magic surges.
Yeah, but
It
it's
can even
worded that
happen.
you've
I can even
ended
call
spell
for it.
slot.
Yeah.
No,
it's
it happens at
hassle
the.
or-
It happens at expended spell slot.
Yeah, so you haven't used the spell slot yet, so
Yeah, it didn't do anything yet, but
No, he. Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, so I guess that means you have to actually have cast spells before Wellspring kicks in. I can also call for Wellspring if I think the situation is tense enough for you to need to check against it.
Yes. So I guess I don't get my spell slot back then, but I still have to roll for it because it's on initiative. You roll for Wellspring magic.
It's probably just whatever. If you've never spent a spell slot in a day, you don't get it. But if you have spent the spell slot, it'll happen. I'm sure there's code
It's the whole
underneath all
point
of
of
this.
it's the whole point of wild magic is it triggers even even if I have spells there, it triggers the flat check. I say anything from it, yeah. So I have to have a spell slot, as you're saying.
You only get a temporary spell if it's an expended spell slot.
Yeah. All right.
And
So,
then-
so I
And
pass
since you
I
don't
passed it.
get a temporary spell, you can't have a Wellspring Surge because you don't have a temporary spell to expend. So it really,
well, the problem is that's what the flat check is, because if I
the
fail
answer
flat
is
check,
no.
What?
Right now, it
What?
doesn't. You don't have an expended spell slot, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I mean the flat check happens, and then if I fail it, then a surge happens from the failed flat check. So I still have to roll
Okay.
the flat check. That's what I'm trying to explain.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So yeah, nothing happens because I succeeded.
Yep.
But if I failed, then something bad could happen. Anyway, there we go.
Okay, Ninkarak, you moved.
Oh, cool. I'll go. I am going.
That will hit. So roll for
Yeah,
your damage.
Is he still concealed?
I'm just gonna say no. You guys know where he is.
Thanks.
It's fine.
Roll the 1.
Okay, let me do damage. So yeah, your very blunt rapier hits that spider, and it is not happy about that.
I'm gonna bite it.
Anything else? Oh, you even bite it? Okay.
You mean he's Warhammer?
That's a critical miss, but that doesn't matter because it's not a 1. So yeah, you
That's
You
2
try to
3,
bite
because
it.
he moved. And...
yeah. So your bite, you have a mouthful of gross webbing, or maybe it's delicious. I don't know. Agathios, it is your turn.
Poor Spider, he's gonna get.
I'm going to do flurry of blows as well.
Ooh.
We've never seen that before.
Well,
That will hit. Seven damage. So you punch it good once, and you miss with the second hit. I think you have 1 action left.
I just
Couldn't hear you, but cut
cut
out.
off.
Oh no!
oh
What did you get?
Melee,
You-
pulled muscle. Wait, is that melee?
take-
Yeah.
No, you take 1 bleed, unarmed.
Oh.
But you bite your tongue.
Bit your tongue? Okay, well, we'll put 1 bleed on Agathios. I don't know how you bit your tongue while trying to punch, but you did. That's awkward.
yeah. My tongue must have been sticking out.
Well, you are a snake, so.
You had like your
Yeah,
tongue
you-
out, like, I'm gonna hit this guy. Bite.
Went to taste the air and accidentally bit down.
I think you have 1 action left then.
Oh, that's it.
No, I moved. So I think that's it.
Is Flurry? Oh, 1, 2.
3, yeah, 3 swings and a move.
Miss. Oh, okay. Sorry, I just don't know how to count. Okay, then that will take us to Browin.
Hey.
Why did I privately roll some dice? Oh, the bleed check. Did you get that, Agathios?
No. It's private.
No.
Oh, that's because I'm interesting. There you go.
Here's a dead man.
Okay. So you bleed
So
for
he'll
1.
take
Go ahead.
a stride action to get there,
Okay.
and then it's difficult terrain through this next section to get next to it. Is that correct?
So you'd go 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You need 30 to get to here.
Yeah, so it's he could take a step then. He can't take a step because it's difficult terrain, right?
Uh,
So it's gotta be a stride.
yeah, I think so, because difficult terrain increases the distance by 5.
So he'll move to 10 feet then, or 20 feet, and then he'll do a single strike with the rapier.
Okay.
Hey, Phelan, you never rolled your initiative?
I did. I thought I must have done it wrong.
It's in the combat list. You can roll there. You can roll it on
Yeah.
your.
I goofed.
Oh, you go before me anyway. So
I think it doesn't matter. Braun's probably got this.
it was 1 away from a crit, I think.
Oh, sorry. 24 is hit. Yep. 6 damage.
The first time I rolled it, it was a 10 anyway.
Oh,
so-
sorry. I rolled that twice.
Well, you can. Oh, have you ever done targeting in this?
No, that was what I
You press T to
looked
target.
up.
Yeah, if you press T to target, it'll actually. Oh, you are targeting it now. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I am targeting him now. I just didn't do it on the first one roll.
Well, either way, it's a hit. So let's just get rid of this one. So roll your damage.
And it's probably dead.
Okay. That one is dead, but you are not out of combat yet.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh,
That's the end of
Killed the baby spider.
Marlin's and actions.
Okay, then I guess it's Thalen's turn, just because we went out of order. So Thalen, you can go. You guys get the sense that there is something else here.
Can I have a more thorough look around then? I guess.
Yeah, you can take an action to do any sort of skill check, which would include perception. So if you ever want to do something that's not like a combat action, but just like a general action, it's usually just one action. Tell me what you want to do, or tell me what you want to do, and I'll tell you what it requires. But so like, yeah, if you want to do like a perception check, which is technically called the seek action, like you're trying to find something. If you think there's something there, but you don't know where it is.
I'll have a
yeah.
seek.
So that's just roll perception.
Wow.
Don't say shit, Captain.
Yeah, basically, you're pretty sure there's something else here, but you have no idea where it is.
I'll blindly throw more produce flame into the web with my remaining 2 actions.
Where do you want to throw that flame?
I can reach 30 feet, so it's 2. Oh, yeah. Ping here. Yeah. Yeah, let's get rid of all of them.
Okay, what was I doing? 15 feet? 10 feet. I was doing 10-foot circles. Okay, so we'll throw it there. Is that good?
Maybe one south of it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
So
fire
I'm not
damage.
immolating Ninkarak yet.
It's fire damage, it's fine.
So I don't think does produce flame actually have area damage?
I don't
No.
think
It doesn't, but if you're making a flame spell,
No,
I
I'm just using it for where the web's burning, not for actual
Yeah.
like damage. Web has a AC of 0 and a hardness of 0 and a HP of half of a half of a half of a 1, I guess. Okay, so as you do that and burn the web, there's another spider down here that was kind of almost perfectly tucked up against the wall and the webs, and as you burn those webs, it kind of twitches and tries to kind of scuttle half a space away from where the fire is, so it doesn't get hurt, but you guys are aware that there's another spider there now. Although for some reason it's called medium animal medieval. I don't know why that is.
Medieval animals.
Yeah, and we will
well, that's
wrong
my
one.
turn.
There we go. There it is. Dusty, it is your turn.
Noticing it run from. Do I have line of sight to it, or do I have to move to get line of sight?
I don't think you can actually see it right now. It's kind of tucked behind the wall from you.
Hearing it skid
No,
around.
I'll point.
There! Spider!
I'm
Ah!
gonna fly so I get line of sight. That's 10 feet, so that's fine. I'm gonna ice blast it. Fire!
Okay. A 19 will hit.
Oh.
Wow, that's a hell of a spell.
Wow.
Oh, that's a level. Is that? That's a
Level 1.
level 1. Okay, yeah, that's an actual spell. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Interesting. Why did it do that?
Because the positive damage only affects undead.
Yes, and it is not undead. It is a spider. It is not an undead spider. So there you go. Yeah, you hit it, but good. But it is still alive, although leaking spider juice or blood. I think that's 3.
Yes, it's my turn.
Well, let's see. I
It's a
think
crazy good spell. Is that exclusive to your class?
No, it's a first level spell.
My
It's
God.
He's using spell
it's,
slots.
it's a spell from the last wall.
so. I think he's
And
gonna.
since I grew up in the area, I asked if Grim if I could use it. So it'll be...
I mean, it's not terribly more powerful than any other first level spell. The only thing it's better at is the undead damage, but whatever. So it's gonna move forward, and then since you hit it, it is going to. Can I target you? Why can't I target you? I want to target you. Well, it's not letting me target anything, so we'll see what happens. So one action to move. It will try to bite you.
Oh,
And that is a hit. Oh, it doesn't show that. That's kind of annoying. Can you? Okay, so we'll roll.
Just roll your damage.
I'll roll my damage, but something else is going to happen too. So that'll be 8 damage, and then I
He's
need
dead.
you to make a Fortitude save. As its fangs inject venom into you.
Oh, just, where is the fortitude?
Don't worry, you've got this. You're great at fortitude save.
I know.
You see?
That is a pass. Otherwise,
Yes.
that actually might have killed you. And then it will.
I think I'm gonna go on the dying.
It's going to try and bite you again because it only has bite attacks.
Oh,
Oh,
And that is a miss.
Like half volume is venom. 50% venom by body weight.
Basically. And then we will go to Ninkarak.
Ooh. Gonna target the spider. We're gonna bite it. That wasn't a very good attack.
It was not.
Try again. Jesus.
You're level 1.
Yeah.
So that's 2 attacks. You have a third action. That also misses.
Rip.
Oh, there's cool little animations now. I added animations, so some stuff will get animated. That will take us to Agathios. You are up as this giant spider is menacing.
Flurry of blows, I suppose.
Ooh. That will hit.
thank God.
And that will knock that spider down and kill it. So
Huzzah.
both spiders are dead. That is the... Let's see. Oh, cool. It tells me this. Okay, so hold on. I have to remember this. 53 experience. I'm actually going to try doing experience. Oh my god. Why are there so many players? No,
You're
not
gonna have to manually add
Ezrin. No, it's just added all of.
Is it counting all of the NPCs you built? And
No,
like
for
the
some
dog?
reason it's adding pre-built characters for this. I didn't even know those
Interesting.
existed. 53 experience.
Oh yeah, there were 4 base NPCs. Yeah.
There we go. So everybody's got another 53 experience. If you want to see where experience is on your character sheet, it's right up by the level, and it shows you how many experience you have.
So we
Says
just
we
need
got-
like
we got
900 and something more.
It says we
Oh,
got
just
90, 93.
Yes, you got
Yeah, he
40
awarded
experience
40
last
for
session.
first session.
Oh.
Cool.
Cool.
Uh,
So as
oh,
as
hey.
it dies, I'm gonna
Hey.
cast heal on myself.
Okay.
Also, we're out of combat now.
Yes. I was just waiting to clear it so that I could see how many experience it was granting.
Can
Because it
Wonder
tells me.
try and save against her bleed, or
I'm just gonna end it for now, just because I have to look up bleed outside of combat a little bit, because I read some silly stuff about it, and I'm trying to decide. Okay,
I'm entertained that you've blown your spells already, I thought.
I'm trying to work out how this works.
Yeah, there should be a button
So
on the bottom, and it'll be like you can choose what type.
I'm out of spells already.
I know that's what I said. Dingus.
Just so you guys are aware, experience in Pathfinder Second Edition is it takes 1,000 experience to get a level up, and experience is based on the relative in combat. It's based on the relative difficulty of the enemies you're fighting. So, like, this was a moderate fight that totaled 53 experience per person. Outside of combat, things generally award like between 10 and 120 experience, depending on what happens. So, like, unlike some other games where you get ever increasing piles of experience in Pathfinder, every level is 1,000 experience. This also means that if you fight stuff that's significantly lower level than you, you don't get any experience. I'm not going to worry too much about fighting things significantly higher level than you, because if you fight something more than 3 levels higher than you, it's probably going to kill you. And that's just the way the game works. So yeah, that's how experience works.
I'm going to offer
Nice.
the chalice to Agathios so that you can heal yourself for 3 hit points, I guess.
Let us go
Okay.
die to a kraken for that Zenkai boost.
Yeah, see, Hype, you didn't really need to waste your heal spell because we have unlimited healing from the chalice. But
Yeah, but I'm also working how my spells work.
oh, that's fine. But yeah, just saying.
The chalice? Ooh.
My implement is a chalice which heals people, and as we get stronger, it has more effects. But that is
Thaumaturges have implements that let them do things.
The Holy Grail.
basically.
So Brawwin's gonna look around to see if the spiders have claimed anything.
Give me
Or-
a perception check.
Does his keen eyes apply?
What does Keen Eyes do?
It
It's
gives
like
a
a
bonus
perception
to
bonus.
see.
Yes.
Oh, can I
Oh,
roll
wait,
as
it's
as
for
well?
hidden. Yeah, sure. Let's just say yes for this.
No, that didn't actually roll it.
I think it's just like added on. So if you do a seek action, it'll like come up with an option to add the +2 circumstance.
Okay, well. Perception. There it is.
Hey,
Oh, it did not. Yeah.
Keen
just
eyes
do that.
means you also
so you find
So
some
it-
stuff.
Okay.
There's a thing there. Can you click on it?
Yeah, we can. Healing potion and a finely crafted sword.
There you go. In theory, if you hit loot selected, it should loot it.
Why
Maybe.
don't we just drag it in the party loop?
Well, somebody hit the button. I just want to see what happens.
Oh, okay.
I can't hit the button.
Can't hit the button.
Oh. I'm going to hit it and see what happens. No tokens. Okay, fair enough.
Like, do we have to target our token and then go hit loot?
I don't know how it works. I just put it in the party stash.
How do I access the party?
It's
Not where I saw it
in.
last time.
It's in. So on the actors where it says the party and it had that party
Yep.
sheet, there's a
Yep.
stash token
Open
or
sheet.
stash tab.
Oh,
Open sheet, yeah, in party.
look
So
at it.
was
It is
there-
finely crafted.
Was it just loose in the webs, or is it there's stuff with it?
This was a bundle of bones and dried skin that looked like a little reptilian creature that you found, and it had a short sword and a healing potion on it.
Wait, sorry, where did all that go? I can't see it. I'm sorry.
So all right. So the top right, go to your little man symbol for the actors.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Then
I've
it
done
says
that.
then the party. There's right next to it. There's a folder, and then there's a little sheet. Hit open sheet. That
Ah.
opens up the party overview where you've got the overview,
Yeah, summarize.
exploration, and stash. Yeah,
Yeah, no, I get it. Okay, cool.
it's in the stash.
So there was a lizard man.
Yeah, a little
Smallish?
reptilian. Yeah, I think if you had to guess, might be a kobold.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah, this
I'm-
town's
I'm-
had a plague of kobolds over the years.
because it's only us here. I'm gonna like just talk.
Caves
freely.
and kobolds makes sense.
You know, like if it is a kobold, it's funny. Like those little guys like to think they're dragons, but I actually am a dragon.
You're what?
Sure
I'm a
thing, little
dragon
buddy. You funny. Inkara pats you on the head and then walks away.
Just about knocks him over after doing that.
Well,
I feel like Ninkrok has the best claim to dragonhood here.
I actually am a dragon. Anyway,
Sure thing, little buddy.
I was the dragon all along.
I'm gonna say like so. By the way, like, you know, why are dragons such good storytellers? Anyone?
Because they
Because
have long tails.
Do they all have tails? Yeah. I'm gonna fly off down the thing laughing.
So as you guys come up to the next room,
Mhm.
or the next area, this kind of intersection of hallways here, this area is starting to look a bit more carved out, as if someone has actually carved through the stone here as opposed to a natural cave. There is a kind of haphazard wooden barricade in the exit to the north. And then there is a tunnel leading to the west.
Like, is it like really dodgily made? Like thing? Is it?
It's like a half of a barrel and chunks of wooden planks have just kind of been shoved into the area here to block it off.
Can we see past it through a gap? Maybe.
Can't really see past it. You'd have to break it apart.
Oh, I love this part.
Can I roll my art law to see if the carvings, I can recognize anything about the carvings?
The stone is just hewn out. It's not carved. It's just actually
Oh, okay.
you're in a mined tunnel now, not a raw rock cave that naturally formed.
Can I attack the barricade?
You can just break it apart if you want to. It's not even strong enough that you're going to have to really like do an attack roll. If you want to destroy it, you can destroy it.
Crunch.
Boom! No more barricade.
Oh.
Oh, I can't see shit.
I'm just gonna describe
Oh.
as like because I'm like on an angle looking down. It looks like there's a tomb down there. Maybe we should go left first.
Oh wow, they really
Oh,
did
we
some.
hope we
That's
don't have to
ominous.
do it.
They did some stuff with walls here, man. This is what happens when I trust third parties to wall stuff. Yeah, I guess you can make out faintly. There's some sort of. I don't think you can necessarily make out the tomb itself, but you could make out that the stonework at the end of this tunnel becomes very finely carved and laid out.
There's an overturned coffin. Yeah.
Know anything about this, Browan?
No, this is all news to me. Is there any rumors
Nope.
that I would have heard that would
This
made me
is
think anything about this?
this is completely surprising to you.
Not think Kobold make that.
I think we should check it out since we opened it.
Yeah. We've already broken, we might as well enter.
Well, so as you come in here, just let's stop as you guys get to the entrance, just so I can describe everything. So you kind of, as you come through here, you're coming through this tunnel is carved into an alcove. That alcove previously contained a coffin, which is now broken open and the corpse is spilled out. And the room beyond is lit by a faint blue torch above a sarcophagus in the center of the room. You can make out a couple of other sarcophagi in alcoves around it. The central sarcophagus is made out of stone, and the ones to the sides are made out of wood that looks to be in much worse shape.
None of them have like any medallions or anything like that that would like indicate, I don't know, anything personal effects, I guess. That's what I'm looking at.
You'd have to go in and inspect things much more closely to see if there's anything of note.
No, I mean the corpse that Karak was standing next
Oh,
to.
the corpse. No, it's bones.
Oh, okay. Gonna head over to this coffin and like look for anything that could be an identifying mark on it, like a
It's
name
like-
on the plinth or something.
It's like free looting in here, boys.
It is. Well, give me 1 second.
I feel like we're like without Kassetsu here, we're like just a roaming boy band.
Oh man, this paper printout is not working. Give me 1 second. Blah blah. Okay. So the coffin you're looking at, Ninkarak, doesn't seem to have any specific markings on it. It is a pretty plain wooden coffin down here.
Nope.
I'm gonna, while he's looking at that, I'm gonna write on the ground, just on the dusty hollyhock in a glowing bright light. It's on the floor.
Okay.
Can I examine the party piece in this room?
The party piece?
The main sarcophagus looking thing.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Sure. If you go up to that, it has an inscription on it, and it says, "Here lies Asafana Mehemez, the huntress. May she rest in peace."
Oh wow, it's the tomb of the Rose Guard.
The who?
Rose Guard.
One of
Rose
the
Guard.
members of the Rose Guard.
It's just their
The
family crypt.
heroes that originally cleared out the gauntlet.
Oh. Well, we've seen everything there is to see here.
Yeah, not sure. Should we be in here then? This seems.
Is
I wonder why they barricaded it.
Someone should come back and sweep it out later.
Oh.
is hey, my name's
Tends
already
to the
here.
side.
This belongs to me now. Like, does it matter? They're dead.
I think Browin, you're well. Let's see. Never mind. Carry on.
But Browan and Inkrock both live in this town, so they at least know the name, wouldn't they?
Absolutely, you would know that. Yeah, you
Like,
would both know that
because
this
they're
is
the
like
founders. Sorry.
supposedly if this is the tomb of Aesafana Menhemez, yeah, she's one of the 4 heroes that supposedly founded this town. I don't know why I
Yeah,
said
he doesn't
supposedly.
want to loot this place. That seems.
I think Ninkarak,
Looting graves
you're
is
the
unsavory.
you're the thaumaturge, right?
Yeah.
As you get close, when you were kind of nearer to the central sarcophagus, you kind of get a weird feeling. You also notice on the lid, once you get a little closer, there's an indentation in the lid that is empty, that seems to look vaguely familiar to the holy symbol that Esafana supposedly carried around. She was a cleric, and it is empty right now.
Well, I'm gonna
Maybe
cut.
we need to find that holy symbol.
Do I notice anything?
Do you notice anything? What are you trying to?
So I'd use detect magic in a 30-foot emanation from where I am, which is roughly the center of the room.
Sorry, I don't always have the chat.
Oh no, you're right.
Because I'm looking around here. There is. Oh, how does detect magic work now? Because we don't. Oh,
It's a cantrip now. Can you believe it?
You choose to ignore magic you're already aware of.
so because they got rid of, I think they got rid of schools of magic, didn't they? They're just traits now.
Yeah.
Oh, so they also did it as so you have to upcast it. So you have to spend spell slots if you want to detect stuff that's lower rank than your detect magic.
That's just illusion magic, I think.
Yeah,
So higher illusion magic defeats detect magic, which that's kind of cool. So Ninkarak, you get kind of the exact type of magic that's going on here. It feels kind of arcane. There's something happening. And you get a hint of potentially some sort of I want to say necromancy, but it's not specifically necromancy, but it feels like necromancy. Something to do with life and death magic is happening here. And it is definitely emanating from primarily the main coffin. But you're also feeling a little bit, let's see, 30 feet. How far is 30 feet? It's the whole room, isn't it? Yep, it's the whole
Pretty
room.
much, yeah.
A couple of the other coffins also are kind of pulsing with a faint weirdness of that same similar feelings. There's kind of one core feeling coming from the main coffin, and then the other coffins around the edge also have a bit of heebie-jeebiness to them in a magical sense.
Well,
very
he'll
technical
relay
term.
that. He'll relay that particular feel of heebie-jeebies.
Because I think Ninkarak knows a bit about magic, but I don't think he's quite the hasn't grown into his power all the way, if that makes sense. But there's
Basically
stuff.
a magic cup, and that's that's the summary of it.
Shit has
The,
gone down here, but you're really not sure beyond that one.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere in town that has relics from the Rose Guard?
Yeah. Mayor Menhemez has both a sword from the Rajanis and a clerical symbol from Asafana. Those two certainly are there. The other two relics that you would know of, the Book of the Wizard, whose name I'm not going to say right now because I'm going to screw it up. Zarmavdivan. Nobody knows where his book is, and the Cloak of the Huntress. Nobody knows where that is either. I think there's one other relic, but I'm forgetting what it is right now.
Well, this
But I
one,
believe-
the Tomb of the Huntress, was this one here.
So Bronwyn will mention that the mayor is a descendant of this person and has her holy symbol. So he might be willing to lend us it so we can complete her sarcophagus.
So each of the founders / heroes had at least one relic. Nobody knows what Otari's is because Otari died in the gauntlet and nobody ever recovered his corpse. The sword I was talking about for the Rajanis, that's the Rosa Argentis. It's a silver longsword. I think Ninkrok and Brown, you've both seen that. Osef Mahemnes has it. He keeps it as a ceremonial object, basically, and brings it out for any formal events. The Cloak of the Huntress was supposedly a cloak that Esifana had, but nobody has ever seen it since her death. And then, yeah, Zarmavdian, the wizard, his spell book was supposedly quite powerful, but Zarmavdian disappeared, and nobody knows where his spell book went.
Oh dear.
So the holy symbol of Asapana is not a relic; it was her holy symbol. Worked for her, but you know.
So
I'm back on it I go.
a prayer to the god she worshipped.
We
To
don't want to
keep
like
her soul safe.
we don't want to flick one of these coffins over. There could be anything in there.
Yeah, including a skeleton.
Yeah, but like if it's undead, it should be killed. We can't leave unholy things around. They just corrupt the place.
I'm not sure what the theology on that is.
Any
Suppose
logic,
you
I
should.
It
you
seems
should
like
kill
everybody
undead.
else is just booking it the hell out. So you guys
Pharasma
could-
wants their soul, but
Well, it's after Browan was praying, like Nidgrog kind of just stood by for a bit, and then
so it seems like this tomb's been kind of broken into and sealed up haphazardly before. You said there was a barrel stuffed in it.
yeah.
I wonder if there's a clue here. Can I examine the barrel?
Sure.
What's left of it?
Just make a note of its make. You know, the kind of wood, perhaps any particulars of the
Give it a
barrel
sniff.
maker's
Was there a
craft.
barrel from the cellar?
Because maybe if we meet somebody else who has barrels like that, we can pin them as tomb robbers.
I think the barrel parts that you can find are pretty nondescript.
Damn.
Not a whole lot of fruitful information from the barrel.
Very well.
Good idea, but nothing happening.
I understand.
I figure we'd come back when we got the medallion or something.
I was thinking we could tie a rope onto one of the coffins and pull it and open it up.
You should try that. It'll be funny.
So I'm
I
going
like
to
that.
stop you, Ninkarak, before you go further. So as you guys are coming down this carved or hewn dugout tunnel, you come across a pair of double wooden doors. Yeah, and so there's a pair of double wooden doors just right off to the side on the east of you, and then the tunnel continues down to the south, and it looks like it breaks through another wall after not too much longer. There's a space beyond.
I'll examine the door, I suppose, for unpleasant things. Shit, that looks like a door to me.
Do you want me to have a look?
Sure. I'll stand out of the way.
Just perception, or is it
The door's over here. To the right.
You can't even find the door to perception check it.
You don't, incorrect, notice anything out of place about the door.
Bronwyn was also checking.
You do not either.
Okay.
Oh,
Incorrect kicks the door open.
As he does that, I'm going to casually open the door.
Police on the ground!
So as you guys open the door, you see a old and kind of falling apart shrine. Ignore the octopus. I don't even know why that art is there. Actually, I do know why it's there. All of these assets are from Forgotten Adventures, and somebody decided to use the octopus statue art. That doesn't even match what this is. But instead of a giant octopus carved in there, there is a carving of a large hunter with a bow made out of bone in his hands. And when I say bow made out of bone, I mean it's carved stone to look like bone. And then before the altar, there is a kind of simple stone altar with a silver bowl on it. And there's water that you can make out, kind of reflecting your torchlight back. The entire room is kind of gross and covered in scum and lichen and other growths. The bowl and water are completely pristine looking.
Weird. Incorrect will look into the bowl, see if there's anything weird in it.
So, the statue, is that a representation of Erastil, or however you say that?
Yeah. There's a skill check here. Why would you need a skill check to know what god it is? That seems silly.
If it was obscure, I could see it.
It's one of the main gods of the Pathfinder Inner Sea pantheon. Yeah, it is a statue of Aristil. Aristil is the god of the hunt.
Yeah. As
Which
we're saying this, I'm gonna also it's the old Deadeye. So why do banners why do no banners fly around old Deadeye? Because air is still.
did you just look up a bunch of really bad Pathfinder puns?
I've got like a couple of hundred. I've put them in a notepad for moments when I want to say a joke.
God.
Oh, lucky us.
Ninkarak, the water and the bowl itself, unlike everything else in this shrine, look completely pure and fresh.
I'm taking 1 psychic damage.
Cause an aneurysm.
Well, if it's a shrine to Aristil, he loves nature. So as a fae, I'm going to have my little dip in the water to wash myself.
Oh, that seems
extremely heretical. The fuck?
What? It's a buff. It's like a little bird buff.
Why is there a big squid?
It's not a squid. It's a statue of
Yeah.
Eristil.
The
Also,
artist.
nah,
It's
it's different.
It's just a placeholder. It's I'm
Uh,
gonna dip in the water to wash myself.
so the first thing that happens is you feel a sense of rejuvenation. You're at full hit points, so it doesn't matter. But I also need you to make a fortitude save.
Where is my fortitude? There it is. Fortitude save.
So you almost feel like you got hit in the stomach by a dart or an arrow. You don't actually get hit by one. But you have a -1 penalty to any d20 roll, your armor class, and spell DCs for an hour. As the water is so pure that it kind of roils your insides a little bit.
Oh,
So you basically
What
just have
is
a
that?
-1 penalty to everything for an hour.
Ah,
the water's so chilly that it just froze my sack. I'm not moving too good.
Bronwyn will offer prepared
Well, I
to
ain't
go.
drinking any now.
oh. You hear little squeaking things.
Wait, is this holy water?
So yeah,
Yeah.
hold up a second in Karaka. Well, I guess how are you guys approaching? Because no.
He is making no attempt to sneak. He's
Okay.
just walking down.
So you just walk in the room.
Yeah, with like a torch and shit.
Okay. Give me 1 second. So as you come in the room, there are 4 little
Ooh.
kobolds who all hear you coming and see you. Jesus Christ. I don't even know how to change. Oh God, turn this ambience down. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I was
These are some
just
good sounds.
I was deafened by the sound effects. So these 2 kobolds towards the south are trying to break open what looks like a locked door, in kind of like a barred up storage area. The 2 kobolds to the north notice you guys coming, and kind of spin around and point their little spears at you, kind of waiting to see what you guys do.
Like kobolds are like I was like, as Necrack's walking forward, like they're like really stupid fae. I wonder if they understand Draconic.
He just blurted out in a Roxy. What are you guys doing here?
Uh,
I don't know if they speak that. I don't think so.
I think Draconic would be a thing they would speak.
Probably.
I wonder if they are, but they're fae from ages ago. They don't really live in the
Well, they're just
They
Feywild
are
anymore.
they are not
Dragon.
Fey.
yeah.
I thought kobolds
Oh.
were originally fae.
You're thinking of mites, not fae.
I thought mites and kobolds originally all
Mites
came
are
from the
fae.
first world. Yeah.
Kobolds aren't.
They
Kobolds
are
like
not Fey.
yeah, they're lizards, kind of.
Yeah, they want to be baby
Wannabe
dragons.
dragons.
Yeah.
So sorry, what language was that?
Roxy.
Correct.
Well, not 100% if they speak that. I'm pretty sure not, but
Yeah, they look at quizzically at you, not comprehending what you're saying at all.
Leaning, like so, flying up behind Nick Krog's head because I don't want to be seen. I'm gonna say, in a loud voice, "What are you doing?" Do they speak that?
This is weird. It doesn't tell me what language you're speaking in, which is really annoying. Oh, there it is. If I hover over it, it tells me. Okay.
Updating languages, just quick.
The closest one will look at you guys and say, "This is our treasure. We're breaking open this door. You need to leave. This is our place now."
This place belonged to Fish. Oh wait, I don't know. I don't speak that shit. So.
I'm gonna be touching the back of Nikrak and just echoing what they like, translating into him what they say.
He'll speak in common. This place belonged to the fishmonger upstairs. Not yours.
The other kobold who is not picking a lock, or well, picking a lock is a generous term for what the two to the south are doing. They're trying to manipulate that door in various ways, and they seem completely focused on the task. The second kobold in common will reply, Ninkarak, to you. She owns the building. She doesn't own the tunnels. She didn't even know we were here. We made the hole. This is ours.
And you're stealing her food.
Well, like this is like, wait, this is really far off, so I don't even know if it's connected onto the building.
Yeah, I don't know. But she asked us to walk closer, but he won't be like, he won't have his hands on his weapon. His warhammer will be on his hip, like I guess on his sheath. So he doesn't have to shout. Say, well, whose is this then? You didn't build this place.
And one of them will say, "Well, we live here now, and nobody else was here when we came here, so it's ours. You need to leave, or we're going to make you leave."
I kind of feel like I feel like I don't think Ninkarak would be scared of like little.
No. He's gonna look at them and then go, "You think you can make me leave?"
Well, let's roll initiative. Because, yes, they think they can make you leave. So let's just get everybody in order. So, yeah. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Goddamn, that was a 5.
I rolled a friggin' 9. Oh god, why is my initiative so bad?
Just roll bad, I guess.
Okay. Boom. So Brawin, you're the first one up as spears and hammers and whatnot are drawn.
Okay.
I also better roll something since.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, roll your wellspring.
Yay! Success. I've only got one spell slot, so it's going to be.
Yep.
Obviously, first rank spell.
It lasts for 3 rounds instead of a minute.
Yes. Yeah. I have to use it very soon.
Somehow, I don't think that'll be a problem. Brawin, go ahead.
Can I actually get in that square south of Ninkarak?
Yeah, you can get it. Yeah, you can get there.
I'm not going to stop you from doing it, so.
Well, I was just questioning about the rubble.
Let's just call it unlooking.
Okay. He's going to swing with his rapier. Oh, I got a target. Hang on. Still learning this.
That sharp hammer he's got.
Yeah, nobody in the 5e group has, I think, ever used targeting, so it also doesn't work as nicely. Hey,
that's cool.
Yeah, there's little effects. Unfortunately, it's still a miss as the little kobold kind of dodges from your rapier.
Okay. He'll try again with the try again with the rapier since his other hand's got the lantern.
That will hit. Okay, so 8. Oh, and you run that kobold through. Poor guy. And then I think that takes us to Thalen, right?
Yep.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you for leaving me that space to pile in, by the way. Sold 25 of the movement. Suppose.
And remember, press T to target.
Yes. It's going to be. Not sure how to facilitate. Spell strike, so.
You channel a spell into a punch or sword.
Yeah.
Cast a spell that takes 1 or 2 actions.
So I guess I just hit the attack button.
Yeah, so make a melee attack strike with your weapon. I would cast the. So you.
Were you?
Yeah. So I'm declaring it's the cantrip, telekinetic projectile. Which I'm not sure how you fluff that, but mechanically it seems allowed.
You're like empowering your rapier with a telekinetic strike,
Yeah,
I guess.
it slashes more.
Yeah.
Also, now I guess you hit. So you hit with
Yeah.
both your.
So it hits with
Yeah,
both.
so you don't have to make the attack roll for the telekinetic projectile.
You hit with both. So your damage for
Yep.
your melee attack and your spell.
Roll the damage on the attack with a rapier strike.
The kobolds, you probably kill them with just that.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that
they
one's
kill
still
like a
alive,
killer.
and so then I guess just roll the damage on the telekinetic projectile.
That was Grim's favorite
Yeah.
spell last year.
Blap, and that one's done. So that was 3 actions, I think, right? Yep.
Was Grim a Omegas?
No.
Okay.
No, I was. Oh, I had a spell. Had that spell, I should say.
Yeah, he used that. He's the.
I used a very majestic roof tile that I used to kill a dragon with.
Yeah.
Nice.
How much movement do we have?
Well,
Plenty.
that's me.
Yep. I get to do luckily my 2 kobolds that get to go next. So this one is going to flank because kobolds. So that's 1 action. He will try to spear you.
Who is he spearing?
I think.
I don't know. Targeting isn't working right for me for some reason. Yeah, it's targeting Browin for 22. That should definitely hit.
Well, it's really 24, right? Because of the.
Yeah,
Flanking.
it's being weird.
Flanking.
Because I'm not targeting, so it's not applying that. And then. Ooh. Then. It is going to do this. So it gets to stride up to its feet and doesn't.
+5.
Yeah, it gets a +5 to any reactions. So he is going to move here.
+5 for that movement.
Yeah, so he's going to get a lot of stuff. So, Dusty or an Incroc, do you have attack of opportunities
I think
as
I do at level
reactions?
I don't.
Not at level 1, I don't think.
Okay, cool. And then Brown, do you have one?
Nope.
Wait. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to kind of loop around and get over there. And that will end his turn. And then the other kobold is also going to try to attack one. I don't know why targeting doesn't work for me. Weird. Yeah, I tried to target. He wouldn't let me. Does an 18 hit?
Brawlin? Yeah. It's his AC.
Okay. Wow, just piling the damage on with these guys. So he'll do that, then he will try to stab you one more time. Nope, miss. And then he is also going to do the hurried retreat and get himself 5, 10, 15. He's going to get up here, and that will be the end of his turn. Agathios, you are up.
Flurry blows.
Okay. Bottom one.
Copy paste.
Let's see. Yeah, you're targeting the bottom one, right? That'll hit. You punch him, but good. And kind of dodges out of the way of that attack. One action left.
Yeah, it's
Wait, he moved, didn't he?
Move and flurry. Flurry of blows is one action,
Oh, right,
isn't it?
right, right. Yeah, yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
yeah. She can attack 4 times per turn at level 1.
I might slap with my tail if I can.
Okay.
God, you're showing that your tail that early. We haven't got on the first date yet, Mother. For shame. Sure.
Sorry,
Nothing.
it has to be there because third attack.
Oh,
No.
after moving, trying to get that tail around to fully hit is just a little too difficult. And then that will take us to Ninkarak.
It's gonna run over there. Look at that. Go on the bottom. And roll a 3.
Heyo. You're so big, and they're so small. It's just hard to hit them.
Fucking hell, amazing.
Oh my god. Get
That's
all
right.
these out
I'll
of the
get to
way,
hit something
man.
one day.
One
Incorrect.
day.
I think you should use your spear.
Oh, he doesn't have a spear.
Wow,
Or
in
your
the picture.
hammer.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Warhammer.
I think that's your turn, right?
Yep.
They're just so tiny. Dusty, it's your turn.
Choices. Choice.
Huh?
I don't know if I should.
Sounds, man.
Yeah, I like the sound.
That one. Oh. It reminds
Love it.
me of the Dwarf Fortress opening.
Oh yeah, it does actually. The dwarfs are walking along.
Are you doing the top one or the bottom one?
The one I'm targeting.
Yeah, that doesn't help me. The top
Oh.
one.
The top one.
Top one. Yeah. Well,
Well, that's gone. Oh
and with
no.
my one action left, I will throw a dagger.
Okay. And that will hit as well.
This tiny little dagger like this comes out.
Hey,
It's like a sharp piece of sand.
they're all
Got him in
dead.
the eye. I'm gonna go pick up my dagger.
How do I get rid of all of these NPC characters? They're not even in combat. Ugh.
He killed that kobold with a thumbtack.
So annoying.
It's my dagger.
Yeah, so the room you're in now, aside from 4 dead kobolds that have really crappy spears, there is a locked door in a barricaded area in this looks like an old abandoned storeroom. And
I know
door-
this is gonna sound. This is not gonna sound these bars that are blocking everyone else from going out. How small are they? Can I just like walk right through them? Are they smaller than 7? Like maybe like 7-inch character? Like they have to be like
Let's
they have to
call
be
it
like a bird.
mesh grate. And yes, you cannot get through.
Oh,
Brawlin's gonna. Well, Ninkarak's apparently trying to help me. I'm going to. Oh wow, that's awesome.
Sweet.
It's
I'm
lined
going
with
to try
trim
and
safe.
unlock the door.
Yeah, while I'm patching up while you're trying to lockpick it.
You okay with that, Grim?
You're trying to pick the lock?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a thievery check.
Okay.
That will do it. The door is unlocked.
open it up.
Oh, hey.
Brawlin's got to hang out for 10 minutes. So.
Yeah, I guess you're all just like getting patched up. While that's happening, there is
Now I'll recharge my
some
spell strike.
stuff.
As I'm gonna fly around, I'm like, whoa, and just have a little like look around for more loot.
Yeah, you find in the various crates, most of the items in the crates and barrels here is rotted and useless, but there is a +1 short sword, 200 silver pieces, and a gold ring. And
Is
those are
anyone
all
using?
in the stash.
I'm like, you see this this massive sword being dangled by its hilt from both my hands around it, flying it up. Does anyone use a sword? I'm just like, it's just swinging underneath. Does anyone use short swords?
I can. I'm guessing a lot of us can.
Yeah, it's a basic weapon. Anyone could use it.
Yeah, but does anyone want to use it? It's a +1. I look at it with my magic. What is it called?
Oh, you're telling the story.
Quick magic item, and like I can see that it's enchanted. Does anyone want it? It's got runes on it.
I won't say no if no one else wants it, but I think
Either you should take it or I should take it. But we've been like, yes, we're both using rapiers. Is that better or worse?
that's the thing. A short sword's a D6 weapon, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a small one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so one of you guys probably should take it. Warhammer's D8.
Yeah, I guess.
It's in the
I mean,
party
if
loot.
nobody else wants it, Brawlin will take it.
Fine with me.
You've become an adventurer, Brawin.
I have.
Wow.
You have claimed a
And-
magical sword from a dungeon.
Did, and I'll place my rapier in the party loot because I won't need it anymore.
Hopefully, you should be able to drag and drop between your inventory and the party loot.
Oh,
I can't do it for you, but I wonder if I can do it like this. No, I can't. You're not allowed to move items to this character, so I can't drag it to your character. You have to do it to your own character. So I can take stuff out, but I can't. There you go.
okay. And how do I move something to it?
Just
Same
try
way.
dragging the rapier into the party loot.
Did that work?
It just disappeared.
Nope. Oh well, hang on. Let me try and move it.
When it went into your
Oh.
backpack.
Yeah.
Weird. There we go. And then you just want to equip the short sword, which you hit the little... there you go. You got it.
I'm
Cool.
slowly getting there. It's still
Yeah, it's...
totally new to me.
This system does a heck of a lot more than 5e's implementation does.
Yeah, no kidding. It's
That's
nice.
You've heard me talk about that before, but so you're starting to
Yeah.
see kind of how it works out.
Yeah.
And I think it's 11:56 my time, so it's probably a good point to pause it before we move forward into another room. You guys
I
have been
assume
down
that-
here. So you guys have been down here for about an hour, just to give you some context of how long you've been down here.
I assume the kobolds had nothing
Alright.
of interest besides the spears.
No.
We
They
take the
have-
spears?
Uh,
Would
Well,
they
it
be
says
worth
they,
anything?
They're
it
probably
says,
not
it
worth
says they
much.
got it says they got leather armor. It's about 2
Oh.
gold.
there you go. They've got. Oh, I guess they have a sling, a spear, leather armor, and sling bullets. I think you should be able to loot them.
Yeah, we can.
There you go.
Well, I'm
Just
gonna loot all the leather armor. All the leather armor because that's worth 2 gold, and that's a lot of money for us. I guess we could sell the
Not
we could
gold.
sell the spears if someone wants to do the work to sell spears. 1 silver seems like a lot of work. Nah, fuck it. Sell them.
Keep the sling bullets so I can throw them at people later.
All right. That's 80 sling bullets.
Or 80 sling bullets.
So
I
I'm
think-
also pretty decent at medicine, so if we have enough money at some point, I'd like to get a healer's kit.
Oh, that's what I blew all of my money on. I didn't get
Yeah,
like armor or
Owen
anything.
didn't have enough to even attempt it after buying the kit. So
Oh,
I guess I probably
200
need.
silver.
can we share our kit? Because my kit was 5 gold, I think.
yeah,
Why do we
mine
even
was-
need a healing kit when we have cup?
Well, yeah, I have both. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, I can just give you my healing kit and I'll just keep using the
At
chalice.
this level, you can only do a first aid check every hour, I think.
Yeah,
think-
I mean, it's just a question of which. I mean, ultimately, both of us should have it in case one of us goes down.
Yeah,
Couldn't you just pilfer it off the other one?
you just grab it off my
And
body.
if you're in the middle of trouble, you may not have time. Although I don't have battle medicine, so it's not like I could do this
Yeah,
in
neither
combat.
of us
Anyway.
do. My
Yeah.
treat wounds takes 10 minutes, so...
Yeah, so mine too.
the only
So
thing-
yeah, we could just pass it back and forth, I guess. I mean,
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, but at
Was
the
that-
same
Okay.
time,
It's-
only one person can perform the check.
The
at a
only
time,
thing...
so-
Well, here's the thing. The chalice doesn't need a check, so I can just give that to someone, they spend 1 action, and then it's... Yeah. They're back up. At least they get 3 more hit points.
Either way, that's delicious loot. We're already up to 42 gold worth of items. And that doesn't make sense.
If we can only find some enterprising gnomes to sell this kobold armor to.
someone in town might be willing
So-
to take it. Cents on the dollar.
I like
gotta-
how the kobolds are wearing the exact armor that Braun is using.
Mine's
Oh,
better.
Browan.
Yeah,
That's what he
Brown.
keeps telling himself, at least.
One thing I'll have to figure out is how to handle the bulk in the party stash when you guys are running around. Doesn't really
Just
matter
give us a
right
donkey.
now. Well, it's more like if you're
Carry
like
13, but...
at a certain point, if you guys are just like looting everything as you go, you're gonna run into a problem. It's not a problem.
No, I mean,
I collect
We-
this
we
pile
could
of
also
granite.
just-
yeah.
Well, I mean, we could put it all back in this room and lock the door again. I mean, Brawlin was able to open it.
It's not an issue right now but what's annoying is it doesn't actually give like it tells me how much
I'm
bulk
gonna like
is in the party, but it doesn't tell me how that works out.
yeah, I'll like whistle my dog down here and then I'll pack it in his little saddle and he'll head back up.
Because in theory, without some other, way to
Bag of holding.
transport loot, without something else, eventually you would have so much stuff that, like, I would assume that the party loot here is actually like distributed amongst the party, right? Like
Yeah, like we're all
in
just
fiction,
carrying-
you guys are all like picking stuff up and carrying it.
It says
So, like,
10 4L. What does the L mean again?
Light
large.
items.
Oh, light.
Or
Sorry.
large. Or light. Oh, yeah. So is that the total of everybody's inventory? Or-
So the total
Total.
bulk is 38 with 6 light items. I think it doesn't
Oof.
really matter because like just Agathios can carry 12.
Oh, yeah.
Browen can carry 9. Dusty can
Yeah,
carry.
but you'd have to drop
Oh,
everything
Dusty's-
every time you get to a combat.
Dusty's
because
already encumbered. Because you can only carry very little bulk, Dusty. Kasetsu
Yeah, but
could carry
you've
8.
made me more. You've made me more overweight because you made me wear the saddlebags. Because you say I can't put it on my dog, even though, like, you know what I mean. So the saddlebags are on me when it's meant to be on my dog.
Yeah, because he doesn't have inventory. That's weird.
Yes, you were making my dog's inventory my inventory.
Let's see if I can fix that. I don't know. I have to figure out how to
I
try
see
and
what you
fix it.
mean, though. It'd be nice if it like took the spare bulk that people aren't using and
Yeah, like told me like what's the
and
max
totaled
bulk?
it up and
Yeah,
then
right.
subtracted the stash from
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
just
I
so
see
I
what
had
you
some
mean.
idea of like, as a general idea, how encumbered is the party? You know,
Yeah,
like,
total bulk. Yeah.
Seems like the kind of thing you could maybe script up.
Wait, no, it does say that. Party total. Party total is bulk 38. So
that's
you
what
can
you're
see the total,
carrying.
right? And then you can see the party loot is 10 bulk and 4 large items.
Yeah, but it doesn't
but
give me
just
the
stashed.
total number of what is your maximum bulk capacity. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some total number that is like, if we hit this number, it means the entire party is encumbered and like can barely move. So I'll look at it and see if there's any cool things I can get set up. And then I have to look at the.
I mean, as long as our strength
saddlebag.
ratings don't change.
I kind of assume that
I could just
most
do
of
the
our party's
math.
pretty weak, to be honest. Like,
And then we could know what it is.
Because I think the corgi having saddlebags is like a weird edge case. And I haven't figured that out yet. I don't really care for this scenario, but when you guys start actually going into the main dungeon, because it's very, very big, there are cases where it might matter. That's why I'm thinking about it now. Okay. Anyway.
So 11, 13.
I'll pause here because I don't think it matters. Look at it more. But yeah, thanks everyone.
Thanks, Grim.